Friday, November 2nd. Bill Handel here. KFI AM 640 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Tomorrow being Election Day, and there is a lot of controversy simply because, one of the controversies is whether or not the polls themselves are safe, and protests after the polls close. I mean, it is crazy. I heard Todd Spitzer a couple of weeks ago on John and Ken show talk about how the DA's office in Orange County, of which Todd is the DA, and how they're anticipating, and I remember Todd saying that the polls will be safe. You will not see shenanigans going on. So, Todd, that immediately piqued my interest because of what you said and how you did it. First of all, well, thanks for taking the time, of course.
Yeah, happy to be here.
Any intelligence that has come down the pike regarding the possibility of the polls at risk?
Yeah, quite a bit. In fact, Orange County is very blessed to have the Orange County Intelligence Assessment Center, Bill. It's staffed by individuals who monitor chatter all throughout the country. I mean, what happens in other parts of the country, right, can catch on here as quickly. So we have a task force with the FBI, the Department of Homeland Security, and the Intelligence Center. The Sheriff's Department, of course, as you know, represents or oversees many cities in Orange County of our 34 cities, and all of our police chiefs are on high alert. So, I mean, we could break this down. You've got the sanctity of the vote, and Bill, the numbers are astounding. We already have 1 million ballots received out of 1.8 million registered voters. In 2016, at this point in time, we had 504,000 ballots out of 1.23 million. So registration is up. People are motivated. And we had an 80% voter turnout in 16. I think we're going to exceed that in this cycle.
Now, information that you have, and just being a public figure and in the know, have you seen that there really is a possibility of violence, or is that merely chatter?
Well, you know, what's the risk of me putting that out there on the airwaves this morning? It's a catch-22, Bill, because if I say, oh, no, there's no chatter, then somebody's going to go out and try to prove me wrong, right? Right? So let me put it to you this way. We have, for voting day, so starting today, the polls are open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Tomorrow they're open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. The bottom line I can say for our county, we are very squared away in terms of protecting all the voting sites and the ability to vote. In terms of what's going to happen once the polls close, here on the Pacific Coast, right, at 8. But remember, Bill, we're going to start getting returns earlier in the evening. So what does that do? Does it suppress voter turnout on the West Coast? And does it start to incite any kind of civil unrest or activity because of what's happening in other parts of the country? All I can tell you is this. You know me, Bill. You've known me for 30 years, okay? You know what I've said as DA, and you know the prosecutions I have brought in Orange County so far as a result of other acts of civil unrest. I mean, it's not like this is the first time we've seen this in Orange County. I'm vigorous about prosecuting. I have a team of 25 investigators assigned to voting security, all right? 25 investigators. These are individuals who respond to locations. They're in suits. They're not in uniforms. And I think the police presence, unfortunately, is not a good thing for our county or any place. People cannot see a uniform at a polling place because I think that could be seen as potential intimidation. I have 20 attorneys at least, and I've got 250 behind those, who are assigned specifically to make sure that we protect the vote throughout this cycle. And then we are fully deployed in the event of civil unrest to support the police, and I will be very aggressive. I don't care what side of the political spectrum you're on. I will prosecute you if you engage beyond your right to free speech and engage in civil unrest. And I'll say this, Bill, just real quick on that, and that is I think that's why I'm hoping and expecting things will be calm in Orange County, because they know there's a DA in town me and my staff who will not tolerate civil unrest.
Yeah, that's the Todd I know and love. Todd, one other question. Are you in touch with other county DAs and seeing what each of you are doing and sharing intelligence?
Yeah, that's why we have a centralized area. I mean, the FBI is kind of the glue and Homeland Security for all of our jurisdictions. So, yes, all the information is being shared across the spectrum and, quite frankly, throughout the country. And even beyond the country, Bill. I mean, there is international interest in our elections in the United States.
All right, Todd, thank you. And starting, Wednesday? I'm either going to go, Todd, what did you do? Or congratulations, you pulled it off.
We'll see, Bill. We never know, do we?
All right, take care, Todd.